Welcome to another edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf, and welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky today. We're at Bowling Green Country Club. Every year during our regular season of IKG, we like to highlight a regular Kentucky PGA Junior event, and that's what we're doing here again today. Don Russell with Kelly Newland, who's the director of both junior and senior golf competition for the KGA PGA. And Kelly, good to be here in Bowling Green. Seems like we've been here a lot, but boy, I tell you, Jeff McGill and the staff's always done a great job with this event here, hadn't they?
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than Bowling Green Country Club. Like you said, the staff, Jeff McGill, and then the venue. Of course, this is also the site of the KHSAA High School Championship, so all the kids want to play. They want to get out and get a practice round.
Let's talk about the event. It's a one-day event. You got a good response. Looks like you got almost an entire field. For people that don't know, what goes on in an event like this today as far as the competition?
We actually have a shotgun today. The first week of school was a little bit delayed, with the first week of summer being school still in session, so we had to have a shotgun today. But we got kids of all ages out playing 18 holes today. We have divisions for every junior ages 7 all the way to 18, and we can find a place for them to play. So there's a lot of opportunity out here for them.
Well, everybody stepped right in line because the school not only messed up a lot of the things in terms of the schedule. I couldn't even get Kevin half the time, but it did really change things, didn't it?
It really did. It delayed us, and we're going to have more of the summer season kickoff probably the second week of June. The kids are still in school, but that's why I was really impressed. We got 90 kids this weekend.
That's great. Out
here at Bowling Green, and most of them are still going to be going to school tomorrow, so it worked out pretty well.
You're going to find out all about the event today. Hear from one of the boys and girls competitors, and also the head PGA professional, Jeff McGill, and what these guys do at the KGA PGA staff to make this a great event. Glad to have you along on Kroger IKG. We'll be back here in BG in just a minute.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is sponsored by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice, naturally flavored spring water, Coca-Cola, Kraft Foods, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and Quail Chase Golf Course. It's simply the best 27-hole golf course in the region.
Make the drive to Eagle Trace, Morehead State University's official golf course. Nestled in the lush green splendor of northeastern Kentucky, Eagle Trace is a gently rolling, beautifully wooded public 18-hole golf course designed to challenge the skills of the most seasoned players, yet enjoyable and playable to all golfers. Still the same great golf course, still the same great challenge, still the same great layout, but now with Zoysia fairways. Book your next tee time, outing, or fundraiser at Eagle Trace Golf Course, located just outside of Morehead off I-64 at exit 133.
Let's raise a glass to raising oranges the natural way, right here in Florida. Here's to growing oranges on our own soil, never importing them. To a co-op of growers working hard and having something to show for it. Here's to a built-in afternoon snack. To an office with a view. Who needs air conditioning anyway? Here's to orange juice raised right. The only major orange juice brand that's 100% Florida and never imported. Florida's natural.
Experience the bold side of water. Sparkling ice, bold flavor, 0 calories, perfectly possible.
Welcome to Quail Chase, to 27 holes of spectacular golf. 3 distinct nines, each with a unique personality and character. From the wide-open links style of the South Course to the woodland beauty of the East Nine and the park-like setting of the West, all in absolutely perfect condition. All waiting for you. Call for tee times or book online. Quail Chase, Country Club Golf for the public golfer.
No two people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
This segment of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is brought to you in high definition by Kroger. Great food, low prices.
Glad to have you back on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf from Bowling Green today at Bowling Green Country Club as we're highlighting the PGA Junior Golf Tour here in Kentucky. And Casey Van Meter's here with us. And Casey, first of all, you're from Bowling Green. Welcome to the show. Pretty
Thank
good
you.
to have an event here in your backyard for a change, huh?
Yes, it's amazing. No traveling.
There's been plenty of that. But what's attracted you over the years? You're a sophomore now. Junior Golf Tour. We see people progress, not only in golf and a lot of things. What's it been like for you?
It's been amazing. The staff is so nice. I just love these tour events. I mean, they're everywhere. They're all during summer. I just love it.
Gives you something to do all the time.
Yes.
Right? And you know, that's the thing in the game of golf. You know, sometimes the seasons don't always go. I think in Kentucky it's different for the high school seasons. But per capita, this is one of the best tours. A lot of people stand in and do a lot of things for you. How does it make you feel when you're out here with all these people helping, not just you, but all the junior golfers?
It's amazing. You know, the players are so nice and everyone's just nice to you. And they'll help you throughout the day, and it's just lovely.
Well, we noticed over there you got a little crew here with you today. They knew you were getting the interview. Got your own little gallery?
Yes, sir.
Are they nice to you, though?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, I wish you a lot of luck today.
Thank
but
you.
more importantly, thanks for participating, because really that's what it's all about, is to have something fun to do in the summer, and you're going to get better every year, I'm sure.
Thank you.
All right. It's time for a tip this week on Kroger IKG.
Hello, my name is Adam Gary. I am a PGA apprentice and the Director of Instruction at Kenny Perry's Country Creek. And today we want to ask ourselves, what is every golfer looking for? Every golfer is wanting to shoot lower scores and wanting to improve. So this is for all you golfers that have a garage full of putters. We're going to talk about putting today. The average golfer shoots 90 with 36 putts per round. That's 40%. So how many of you actually practice 40% of the time on putting? Probably not very many of you. So today we're going to look at how to practice. It's really important to get feedback while you practice. So I want all of you to go out to your local home improvement store, get a metal ruler or yardstick. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to work on our club face. Club face is the most important thing with our putting. It's 4 times more important than our path. So the ball is going to go wherever our putter face is aiming. So we need to make sure that we're setting up square at address, and then we're returning it back at impact square. So what I want you to do is find a straight uphill putt, take your ruler, put our ball on the ground. So now when I put my putter down, I'm going to square up to this ruler and then stroke it right along the ruler. Good. So now I know if my putter went to the right, my face was open at impact. If it went to the left, it was closed at impact. So what I can do is, if I'm not starting it on line, I can move my ball position. So if I'm hitting it to the right, move the ball up in your stance a little bit. If you're hitting it to the left, move it back in your stance a little bit. So what you need to do is just make sure you're getting feedback. That's the most important thing, because if you're practicing and you don't know why you're missing your putts, you're wasting your time. You know, according to the PGA, only 6% of lessons were with putting. So I want to encourage you to go find your local PGA professional, or you can even see myself or find me on Facebook or Twitter at Adam Gary Golf, and see somebody to help your game.
Attention golfers, play 9 premier courses for just $99. Get your 2014 Golf the Bluegrass Tour card today, only on WKYT.com.
Can you hear it? Fueling the American spirit. No matter when, no matter where, Marathon will take you there.
I'm PGA professional Colby Wallets, and I've developed a practice program to help you lower your scores. Perfect practice, 1 hour a day to the best golf of your life. For more information, please contact me via my website, www.colbywallets.com.
You know, I just wasn't feeling the way I felt growing up, and I knew some other people that had used Body Shapes Medical, and I saw their results. So I tried it. It's affordable, it's easy, the people are great, and look at the results. I'm able to do everything I did before, and I feel great.
What does that do? Not sure. Looks awesome.
We heat the room to 110 degrees.
Huh?
She's fine.
Oh, you're right! What'd you get?
No clue, but it's jacked with protein.
Wow.
In a world filled with fads, it's nice to get back to basics.
Seriously, dude? Meat, cheese, and nuts. Seriously.
New P3 Portable Protein Pack. It's 13 grams of serious protein without taking itself too seriously. It's the original protein. It's Oscar Mayer.
Okay, so you're over 40. Seen a decrease in energy, getting up at night, waking up tired. How about the belly fat? If you didn't have these symptoms in your 20s, you shouldn't have them now. These symptoms can be caused by a decrease in testosterone. Body Shapes Medical will give you back what you once had.
Experience the bold side of water. Sparkling ice, bold flavor, 0 calories, perfectly possible.
Morehead State University and Eagle Trace Golf Course are proud to provide closed captioning for the hearing impaired for IKG.
This segment of Kroger IKG is brought to you in high definition by Quail Chase Golf Club with 3 distinctive 9-hole courses.
It's time for our 2014 PGA Championship preview with Brett Sturba, the 2014 PGA Championship Tournament Director. We know the golf course is in great shape. There's some changes. We've talked about that. But now things are beginning to move toward tournament operations. Let's talk about that.
So there's a lot of work going on the course right now, and some of it is construction related. We're building the tents and the flooring. That process has started. But then there's just general course prep. So we've mowed. There's walking paths that are actually put in, mow paths, so that 3 people wide. Roger Meyer and his team have started to prep that golf course. So when the threesomes leave each tee box on Thursday, Friday, they all can walk on this shortened mowed path, and we're not forcing some guy to walk through, couple inches or 4 inches of rough in the dew in the morning. So again, little things like that, but they're kind of prepping the grass and getting everything to the conditions we want on the golf course. But then again, we're also building a city for 250,000 people over the 7 days. So there's a lot of stuff going on where there's probably about 1,000 semi-trucks that will be coming just to bring the equipment that we have to put on the golf course for this event. And that's started, and it will continue all the way through August.
It's an awesome event, and you're going to see some of that infrastructure go to work on the show as we see some of the things as we get closer to the PGA Championship. Once again, if anybody has any questions.
Always the best place to go for information is pgachampionship.com.
It's getting closer. You can feel it. The 2014 PGA Championship.
Hello, I'm PGA professional Chris Hamburger. Today on the Holes of Valhalla, we're going to tour hole number 8. Thor's Hammer is a par 3 measuring 174 yards for the championship. A deep bunker guards the front of this shallow green, making club selection crucial. The front left hole location will be the most difficult, as this is the smallest portion of the green. The Rise is a par 4 measuring 415 yards from the championship tee. A well-played tee shot between the 5 bunkers that guard the left and right of this fairway will leave just a short iron for most players. The semi-blind approach and uphill change in elevation will require extra precision as players target the green. A large right greenside bunker is lurking, waiting to catch any miscues short and right.
Each week on the show, we give you a French Lick Resort and Spa, particularly on the golf side, with Dave Harner about what's happening here. And Dave, of course, first and foremost, let's talk about what happened with the Legends Tournament last year. It was incredible, and things right back at it again this year. Just a little bit different time.
Yeah, we're earlier in the year this year. We thought that for a couple of reasons, girls' golf season in Indiana, high school golf, is starting up at that time, and we want to involve as many of those players as we can in the event, get them down here to watch these great players. And secondly, the weather. We lost the third day to weather as far as the attendance numbers, and we think having it earlier will help that.
Now, you had a great event, a lot of things around it, chances for people to participate, and also your sponsorships were outstanding. And I know the first year, the Hall of Fame induction, had to be a home run. I thought it was.
We learned some things. We're going to go back and make a few little minor changes and have a better event this year.
If anybody wants to know how they can be involved or more information, the best way.
www.frenchlick.com in the golf tab.
That's our report this week on Kroger IKG from French Lick. Have a special edition of our PNC Bank Junior Golf Report. We have a young man who I remember as a little guy. He's not a little anymore, Brad Martin. And Brad, you got a great opportunity this summer coming up to work as an intern. Why don't you tell the viewers about it, because I know you're really excited.
Well, this year I was lucky enough to get an internship with AJGA, which is the American Junior Golf Association. So this summer I, luckily get to travel with 7 other, what I consider close friends will be get to travel the country, work junior golf tournaments, and help kids achieve their dream of playing college golf. So I'm really looking forward to the opportunity.
And again, as a college golfer at Morehead State, what a great opportunity for you. And I know that's going to be a learning experience for everyone.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a learning experience for me because I'll get to see the other perspective. I'm not going to play. I get to see from the other side, see how kids come to the moment and, just cherish a special moment. Growing up when my parents always took me to tournaments, it's going to be special and every which way, and I'm really looking forward to the opportunity it's going to bring me as well as everybody else involved.
Well, have fun with it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That's this week's PNC Bank Junior Golf Report.
Fresh local milk, real cream, and no preservatives. From the farm to our fridge in just 6 days. Philadelphia cream cheese. So rich, creamy, and delicious. Only Philadelphia.
Experience the bold side of water. Sparkling ice, bold flavor, 0 calories. Perfectly possible.
Welcome to Quail Chase, to 27 holes of spectacular golf. 3 distinct nines, each with a unique personality and character. From the wide-open links style of the South Course to the woodland beauty of the East Nine and the park-like setting of the West, all in absolutely perfect condition. All waiting for you. Call for tee times or book online. Quail Chase, Country Club Golf for the public golfer.
I'm PGA professional Colby Wallets, and I've designed a practice program to help you lower your scores. Perfect Practice, 1 hour a day to the best golf of your life, was designed to promote purposeful practice. Each practice session is divided into 15-minute segments, and each interval has specific drills that will target a key area of your golf game. With my program, you not only get a weekly practice schedule, but we will also have monthly checkups to make sure that your program is fitting your golfing needs. With as little as 2 hours of practice each week, Perfect Practice will have you shooting lower scores. To start your practice program, or if you would like more information on Perfect Practice, please contact me via my website, www.colbywallets.com. And don't forget to ask me about Perfect Practice Ladies Only, my new ladies program designed specifically for the female golfer. So what are you waiting for? Call me today and let's get your game in better shape.
This segment of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is brought to you in high definition by Kraft Foods.
Glad to have you back on this edition of Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf from beautiful Bowling Green, Kentucky today as we're highlighting the Kentucky PGA Junior Championship Tour. I'm glad to have you along, and one of the things we always like to do is get repeat guests. Hannon, you passed the first audition. Good to see you back again, back in your hometown. How's the junior golf going for you?
It's going great right now. The weather's finally turning nice. We can get out on the course, get to play with some friends and family, and just really get the golf game going again, just plugging along and trying to get it just A+,
You guys out of school yet?
No, we get out Wednesday, but rough winter, but we'll get it back. We get out Wednesday, we'll get to hit the range almost every day, then hit the pool and have a good time.
That sounds like a pretty good life, whether you play golf or not. But let's just talk for a minute for young people maybe haven't gotten involved in this tour before, like when you did at a young age. What have you learned from it, and what could you do to encourage maybe anybody that hasn't participated in the tour?
Well, when you play on the tour, you really learn what life goals, like you have to treat everybody fairly, and you have to really learn about like other people. Like you don't just come out and play golf, you learn about the other players and how they get better, and it helps you get better also. And it's just really great to get to play with everybody from around Kentucky and Illinois and Ohio, and it's just really great.
Well, it's good to have you back on the show. Good to be back in your hometown area. Yeah, I know you guys are starting in a few minutes.
Definitely.
Thanks for being with us on the show.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Before you leave, though, one thing we have each week on the show is called Course Lessons, and it's brought to you by friends at Quail Chase Golf Club, 3 distinctive 9-hole golf course, and they really do a great job with all their events as well. It's time for our course lessons this week on Kroger IKG. I'm with Steve McMillan, the Executive Director of Golf House Kentucky. And Steve, our interactive part, you already had a tweet, and I think we have our first question. You're the techno guy. Let's check it out.
Don, let's see what we got here. Okay, this first tweet is from @Timbo Wallace. And Timbo, here's what you got for us. All right, well, Don, what we've got is a classic example, as you can see in the picture here, is we have a ball that has got into a tree root. And the player's got some options here. The ball's in a tree root. He's got to decide, can he play it or not. So if he decides that he can play it, then he can go ahead and just try to hit it out of there. Hopefully he's got some really good strength and not going to hurt himself. But if he decides, he can declare it unplayable. Rule 28 tells us how we deal with a ball unplayable. When we deal with a ball unplayable, the player has three options. First option, they can always play under stroke and distance. They can go back where they hit their last shot from under a penalty of 1 stroke. Option number 2, where the ball lies, they can take 2 club lengths and then drop the ball, and that would be a 1 penalty. Now, when they take 2 club lengths, they can use any ball they want. And then the third option being, where the ball lies, they keep that point between them and where the hole is cut that day, and they can go back as far as they want. If they want to go back where there's some fairway grass, or just keep going where they can find a really good lie, they can do that. It goes back 50 yards, they can go 20 yards, whatever works. Again, that's all under a penalty of 1 stroke with that. So that's going to get the player out of that. But before the player picks that ball up, most important thing is they need to decide what option they want, because as soon as they pick that ball up, they're stuck. They're going to have to take that unplayable, or they're going to have to put the ball back and play under another penalty 1 stroke. So before you ever take an unplayable, know what you're going to do, know what option you think you're going to want to do, and then go ahead and proceed. And a lot of times an unplayable can save you a lot of strokes and a lot of headaches by doing that option. So there's our first interactive for the week. We look forward to having people tweet in some more interesting rulings for us.
You could win a round of golf for 2 at a Kentucky State Parks golf course. Follow Golf House KY on Twitter and like the Facebook page at Golf House KY. Promotional consideration provided by Body Shapes Medical. See how you can change the way you feel. Offices in Louisville and Lexington. Check it out at bodyshapesmd.com.
Ah, the homebrewed taste of Gold Peak iced tea. Just one sip of Gold Peak and you'll feel right at home, like I do. Because there's nothing better than homebrewed taste to bring you home.
Is that Bob from down the street again?
Uh-huh.
What is he up to?
Making himself at home, I guess.
Oh.
The homebrewed taste of Gold Peak iced tea will make you feel at home wherever you are.
No two people have the same financial goals. PNC Investments works with you to understand yours and helps plan for your retirement. Talk to a PNC Investments financial advisor today.
Welcome to Quail Chase, to 27 holes of spectacular golf. 3 distinct nines, each with a unique personality and character. From the wide-open links style of the South Course to the woodland beauty of the East Nine and the park-like setting of the West, all in absolutely perfect condition, all waiting for you. Call for tee times or book online. Quail Chase, Country Club Golf for the public golfer.
Let's raise a glass to raising oranges the natural way, right here in Florida. Here's to growing oranges on our own soil, never importing them. To a co-op of growers working hard and having something to show for it. Here's to a built-in afternoon snack. To an office with a view. Who needs air conditioning anyway? Here's to orange juice raised right. The only major orange juice brand that's 100% Florida and never imported. Florida's natural.
America's best historic resort. It's right here in your own backyard, says Historic Hotels of America, French Lick Resort. Experience our 2 grand hotels and so much more. Our golf is legendary too. Play the Pete Dye course that will host the Legends of the LPGA Championship in August and the Senior PGA Championship presented by KitchenAid in 2015. Your walk with history starts at FrenchLick.com.
Kroger Inside Kentucky Golf is produced in partnership with Golf House Kentucky and its family of golf organizations, and is sponsored by Kroger and its partners, Florida's Natural Orange Juice, Sparkling Ice Naturally Flavored Spring Water, Coca-Cola, Kraft Foods, and Dr. Pepper. Kroger IKG is also sponsored by PNC Bank and Quail Chase Golf Course. It's simply the best 27-hole golf course in the region.
Had a great time today here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, as we always come to this part of the state. And one of the things we really like to do about the game of golf is see good friends. And Jeff McGill, the PGA professional here, the head professional, has been here for years and years. And Jeff did a great job hosting today for these juniors. And I wanted to talk to you because you go back to some of the early boards when junior golf was just being talked about. You've seen more than anybody how much it's changed.
It really has. I was involved in the first board for the PGA Junior Golf Tour years ago, and we came up with a number of tournaments, and we began hosting a tournament here at Bowling Green Country Club in its first year and have hosted one since that time. We've been fortunate to be the state high school site for the last 10 years, and it causes us to sort of be at the pulse of junior golf in the state of Kentucky. We also host other tours, but we host the USGA Junior Boys, and I think this is year 8 for us for that. We get kids that come in here from all over the continental. We generally average about 12 states, and they're generally not just contiguous states. They're states from the West Coast from that standpoint. So we've got stories to tell about that. It's been very entertaining over the years, and sometimes I get a little crossways with adults, but the kids, I'm in this business for the kids.
Right.
And so I've got 3 of those myself that have come through these same ranks, and now a granddaughter that's a year old, and I think she's probably going to be due for a custom set of clubs for Christmas this year. So we're happy to have them, and we're delighted to be a host.
And it's also, you want to thank your membership because they've been very cooperative.
I don't know why, but they have decided to move out of the way for kids. And so we have been in the kids business for a number of years here, and it is a growth area for us, and we want this to be their focal point for this part of Kentucky. When they think of Bowling Green, we want them to think of Bowling Green Country Club, but more importantly, the game, which breeds honesty and punctuality and sportsmanship and all the things that parents really want to instill in the young people. It's part of this deal. And so most all these kids would say that they wouldn't mind sitting down at the same table and breaking a little bread with their playing partners. And I think that's not always said about all other sports, but this is one of those unique things that grabbed me when I was a young kid, and I became immersed in it. I just couldn't get enough of it, and now I'm having a chance to live my dream.
Well, this guy and a lot of people have certainly done a great job as PGA professionals teaching these juniors the right way. Not just the game of golf, but all the things around it, as Jeff said from the beginning. Thanks to Jeff, all our guests today. If you're in the area, Bowling Green Country Club, a lot of friendly folks here. If you just want to talk golf, Jeff and the people can do it here. Glad to have you along. We'll see you again next week.
IKG is produced by Don Russell Productions. For quality, high-definition production services, call 502-644-6510.
Promotional consideration provided by All Good Computers. For sales, service, and upgrades, contact Bill Ennis, 502-810-9047.